presentation is going to be on employee retention and employee turnover. Since the other groups have been presenting on employee retention and turnover, I know that by now you guys know what we mean by employee retention and employee turnover. But for the sake of those who don't know, we'll talk about that again. But our presentation, at the end of the day, we expect that you should be able to explain what we mean by employee retention and employee turnover. You should also be able to discuss why retention matters in educational institution. You should also give some causes of high teacher turnover in Ghana, and also you should to explain the importance of employee retention in an organization. So I'd like to explain what we mean by employee retention. When you talk about employee retention, it simply has to do with the strategies organization put in place to prevent employees from leaving an organization. Yes, more or less like the ways by which an employer is able to maintain an employee in his or her organization. So what to talk about? So like I was saying, the employee retention are the strategies that the employer has to put in place to help the employees from leaving the organization. Some of these include competitive benefits, a positive work environment, and also growth opportunities. Positive work environment. The employer has to make sure that the environment in which the employee has been employed is enough. Yes, educational institution. The employer, being HRs in the institution, has to make sure that the teacher has all the reading materials. Yes, so the employee retention, like I was saying, a positive work environment. The environment should be conducive enough for the worker as a sort of motivation, so that the worker can at least be comfortable around the environment that he or she finds himself. When you talk about employee turnover, it's the percentage of employee who leaves an organization within a given period of time. The percentage of employees who leave an organization during a given period of time. Yes. Sometimes employees leaving an organization can be beneficial to the institution, and sometimes a disadvantage as well. So, So with the employee turnover, organizations typically calculate turnover rates annually or quarterly. To calculate employee turnover, calculate 3 pieces of information. Collect 3 pieces of information. Then calculate for the average number of employees at the beginning of the period, number of employees at the end of the period, total number of employees that left during that period, and then so the formula is going to be average number of employees equals number of employees at the beginning plus number of employees at the end of the year. I also like to talk about the types of employee turnover we have. We have the voluntary employee turnover and then the involuntary employee turnover. Voluntary, like the word says, willingly. This is when the employee willingly leaves an organization or leaves his position. Sometimes this helps the institution as well. Sometimes it doesn't help the institution. With the involuntary, the employee is terminated from his position by the employer. Yes, I'm
Hello, my name. I'm representing Group 18 as a member. I'm actually going to talk about the causes of employee turnover. One major cause is changing in department. Employees actually get changed in the department or in their working space by their employer. And this may actually lead to turnover. Employees actually tend to feel less motivated and actually find difficulties in new team dynamics when they actually tend to be given new departments or a job to do. This may actually not lead to their career opportunities or their goals. The second point goes with its promotion within a company or an organization. Promotion is a positive aspect when it comes to employee turnover. In some cases, employees tend to upload, or when they don't actually have proper support, the lack of proper support in the company. So this may also not actually lead to their career goals and their career opportunities. The third one goes with layoffs. Layoffs is one of a cause which comes with layoffs comes with the causes when the employer actually tend to reduce the amount of people in a company. This is actually done through lack of financial constraints and maybe new strategies they want to change in the company. The third one goes with retirement or a new position in a company. Retirement is a natural cause when it comes to employee turnover. Employees may actually exhaust their time being or their stay in their workforce due to maybe certain ages they've reached, maybe on the ranges from 20 something to maybe 60 something. So when they actually if they actually retired their position and new positions are being given to them by another employee, new positions are being given to them, they tend to actually have difficulties in the new positions or the roles they've given. This can also lead to a turnover because they are not actually conversant with the job roles.
I'm Toinette, a member of Group 18, and what I would like to talk about is the consequences of the employee turnover. And the first one is, I would like to talk about the financial side, which is the recruitment costs. And recruitment costs is advertising, hiring, and new employees. And the second one is training costs, orientation and training new employees. The last one is the loss of productivity. Temporarily, production will be decreased during transition. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Meshach, and I'm here to speak on why retention matters in educational institutions. I'm representing Group 18. So when it comes to employee retention, it promotes the health and the success of your institution. Typically, the time, the stress, and the cost of hiring and training new employees are significant here. Moreover, turnover can have a negative impact on your academic outcomes. High employee turnover brings about multiple problems, including high cost, knowledge cost, and low productivity. So why retention matters in educational institutions are basically because, one, it enhances consistency in teaching quality. When you retain your members in a nice and in an effective way, it boosts consistency in their teaching quality. Two, it brings about strong teacher and student relationships. We all know that when they are giving motivations, when they are giving some kind of allowances and stuff, the connection between themselves and their students is going to be better. Third, it reduces recruitment and training costs. The money involved in training them and then looking for new people to come and replace the old board organization, it's going to reduce, because when you take new people into an organization, you are going to train them and then moreover going to give them orientation. This involves money. Are you getting me here? So it's going to reduce the cost. Let's talk about positive institutional reputation. When you retain your employees very well, it adds value to the institutional or the institution's reputation, because people will love to work there. So it is going to send the company's name far, where people will be like, oh, this company is good. This company will love to work there. People will even be bringing applications once you've not asked them to. The last thing I'd like to talk about here is it improves staff morale. When the staff are even coming to school, waking up from their bed, coming to school, they are of morale, high morale, because they can stand somewhere and compete with their others saying, in my school, you know it's always the best, and they can boast about it. So these are 5 basic why you should retain or retention matters in educational institutions. Thank you.
My name is Larissa, and I'm a member of Group 18. I'm here to present on why why retention matters in the education system. The reason why retention matters in the education system is one, it enhances consistency in teaching quality. Consistency in teaching quality is very important for providing students with high quality education, because when teachers stay in an institution for a long time, they develop a deeper understanding of the curriculum and student needs, and also the institution values, which will lead to improve lesson planning, better assessment feedback, and it enhances students. Second point is it brings out strong teacher-student relationship. Teacher-student relationships are very important for creating supportive and good educational environment for students. When teachers live in an institution for a long time, they build a strong relationship with their students, which will lead to increased student engagement and also improve academic performance, and also to lead to better student well-being. It's also it reduces recruitment and training costs. Recruiting and training teachers. The third point is it reduces recruitment and training costs. Recruiting and training teachers can be very costly and time-consuming. When teachers stay in an institution, educational institution for a long time, it will result in cost savings, increased efficiency, and it will improve continuity.
I'm Prince Obey, the group 18 member. So I will move straight to the factors that influence retention. One, conversation and benefits. And that one includes bonuses, compensation salaries, health benefits, and etc. And that one too, it makes the work or the organization easier. Two, work environment. That one includes positive or inclusive and safe working condition. Three, career development. That career development includes opportunities for growth and management. Four, leadership and management. That one, effective communication, fairness, and supportive management. As a leader, you have to know how to talk to your employees, because that one will make the work easier for you, or that will bring customers in an organization. So, thank you. I'm done.
Good day. I'm Rachel Kwashi, a member of Group 18. I'm here to talk about the impact of high teacher turnover. 1. Disruption in learning. When teachers frequently leave, the continuity of learning becomes interrupted. Students have to get new time to now adjust to the new replaced teachers' pace and teaching style. Also, curriculum is not consistent. Curriculum delivery becomes delayed, as new teachers may not follow the same pace as the replaced teachers. This will disrupt learning and teaching progress. Another point is lower academic performance. Due to higher teacher turnover, when teachers leave, this undermines the stability of consistency of teaching and learning, therefore retarding progress. New replaced teachers may not know the academic history of other teachers and also may not know the individual needs of the students, therefore bridging help for personalized help. Another point is point 3, that is when there is frequent teacher turnover, there is emotional and psychological impact on the student. Therefore, students feel undervalued and it erodes trust for new teachers. There will be no teachers, and also when staff leave or when there is teacher turnover, when there is higher teacher turnover, students lack role models, therefore reducing motivation for learning. When there is frequent teacher turnover, there will become lack of role models for students to look up onto, therefore reducing motivation. These are the higher impacts of this is the impact of high teacher turnover in Ghana.
Thank you.
A Group 18 member, and I'm here to talk about the causes of high teacher turnover in Ghana. 1. Low salaries. Teachers in Ghana are often underpaid, making it hard to reach basic needs of students. 2. Poor working conditions. Lack of adequate resource, large number of students, and inadequate materials makes teaching difficult or challenging. 3. Delay in salary payment. 4. Limited career growth.
To conclude, I'm Yvonne, I'm a member of Group 18. To conclude, employee retention and employee turnover are two sides of the same coin. When we view employee turnover strategically, we are able to manage the challenges facing organizations. Thus, maybe we see or we tackle the problems facing or the causes of employee turnover. We are able to know the root causes of employee turnover in an organization. High retention rate is desirable for improving an organizational effectiveness. But when we view employee turnover when we do not view employee turnover as a challenge, but rather reassess it and enhance our retention, employee retention, we are able to tackle the problems and we are able to motivate the workers and initiate a more effective organization or workforce. Okay, thank you.